dear colleagues, my name is Evgeny Ochin. My English is very bad, and this is my first experience to tell about myself. I was born in Novgorod the Great. This is a very old Russian city. This slide shows the Kremlin. Novgorod was once the capital of Russia. I has been active in the field of digital system design since 1962, when I began the operations on designing and manufacturing of digital automation for diagnostic on infection diseases in Polytechnical School in City Novgorod. In 1962, under the management of the physics teacher Leonid Danilchuk, I designed the digital processor for the diagnostic testing of group infections of failing ill, what was granted by honorable diploma with gold medal of the exhibition of national management achievements of the USSR. Now the Professor Leonid Danilchuk works as the head of the general and experimental physics in the Novgorod National University by name Yaroslav the Wise. In 1963 I moved from Novgorod to St. Petersburg, where I lived for 38 years. I received the Master Sciences degree in Electrical Engineering from National Research University of Information Technologies, Mechanics and Optics in 1969. Specialty is the mathematical and computer instrument and devices. The captain of the first degree, Professor Sergei von Isenbeck, founded the Department of Computer Technology and Devices for directing of the shooting. It was in 1947. Now the Department of Computer Technology. At the Department of Computer Sciences, we studied not only the general-purpose computers, but special-purpose computers too. In this slide, we can see the Zenith portable rocket Arrow 2. I had studied detail the management system of this rocket. Polish missile Scud-B as a copy of R-11FM was in Polish People's Army. This is a photo of Polish missile Scud-B in Museum Western Fort of Świnoujście. In this slide we can see the Zenith portable rocket Arrow 2. This rocket is a copy of American Stingers. And maybe Stingers have a copy of Russian's Arrow 2, I don't know. It was my scientific work of the student. Within 2 years, I was designing a digital system of targeting. Arrow 2M was adopted in reinforcement in 1970. Now operates more than 60 countries worldwide. This is my thesis, the server based on the packet-switched telecommunications for the Navy of the USSR as a prototype of Internet. Promotor Professor Lisi Kent, Korea Полночна. This is my engineer diploma, signed by Professor Philip Staros. He was the chairman of the State Examination Committee. Professor Philip Staros, real name is Alfred Saran, was one of the first American specialists in field of microelectronics. From 1940 to 1950, Professor Staras was a designing of radars, chief designer of Western electronic. In 1950, he fled the USA after the arrest and execution of the spouses Rosenberg. From 1951 to 1955, he worked in Czechoslovakia as the chief designer of analog computers in Military Technical Institute in Prague. From 1955 to 1979, Professor Staras worked in St. Petersburg. He designed the first personal computer UM1NH. He created the scientific pedagogical school in the National Research University, Information Technology, Mechanics and Optics, Computer and Information Technology. He was a chief designer of combat computer system for diesel submarines. 2 years I worked in the Leningrad Research Institute of Electrotechnical Devices, where the file server of data switching for naval fleet attended by designing and manufacturing. In this slide you can see the first page of the document of the American Institute of DARPA, which we used in design process. The kind of this document was AD, Access Denied. DARPA is abbreviation from the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. Over the many years, DARPA has worked to enhance the national security of United States of America by funding research and technology development that have improved military capabilities of USA. DARPA is the place for people with innovative ideas that led to groundbreaking discoveries. I received the PhD from National Research University of Information Technologies, Mechanics and Optics in 1974. Specialty: the computers, complexes, system and networks, under the management of the Professor Lysikin. The first part of my PhD named Russian speech recognition algorithm based on an unlimited vocabulary, and the second part the noise detection algorithm of submarines. After 1974, about 10 years, I attended to special purpose optical electronic computers. Coherent optical processor of space frequent filtering for recognition of two-dimensional images of 3D objects. Space frequent computers generated holographic filters and holographic storage devices. The fast Fourier transform was the main algorithm for modeling of coherent optical processors of space frequent filtering for recognition of two-dimensional images of 3D objects. In this slide you can see the main idea of optical correlation for the image recognition. In this area I worked with Dr. Askar Akayev, who later was the first president of Kyrgyzstan. Now Dr. Askar Akayev is an academician of the Russian Academy of Sciences, a real member of the New York Academy of Sciences, selected by a foreign member of the Russian Academy of Sciences for research in the development of optical information. Within 5-6 years we have worked in one lab and engaged in design of optical computers. The digital holography, or computer-generated holograms, was for us one of main tools of information processing. Professor Gabor received the Nobel Prize for the development of holography. Widely known contribution of the Americans Emmett Late and Yuri Supatniks in holography, also Yuri Denisyuk from Russia. Unfortunately, only few people know that the first publications on holography owned by the Polish scientist Mieczysław Wolfke. This is my first book in field of optical computers. The book was written in Russian. In this area I have 5 patents. It's my scientific work in area of plate recognition. For years I was researching in field of design of self-learning machines to identify of external defects of the warheads. It's my publications in field of identify of an external defects of the warheads. In 1987 I obtained habilitated Doctor of Sciences degree in computer engineering from National Research University of Information Technologies, Mechanics and Optics on 2 specialties. The first, the computers, complexes, system and networks, and also the second specialty is the optical systems, detection and ranging, communication and information processing. It's my second book, Computer Systems of Image Processing, plus I have 15 patents in field of image processing. After 1990, my scientific operations was executed in the direction development of the special purpose computers for two-dimensional convolution and rank filtering in real time. It was the recognition system of space basing. From 1994 to 1996 I was a participant of the project development of special purpose local area networks for recognition of dynamic objects of air basing. It was the anti-rocket defense system of ground basing. From 1995 to 2001 I worked in Baltic State Technical University by name Marshal Dmitry Ustinov. In 1995 I organized the department Technology of Video Processing with specialization Internet Architecture and Web Design. This is a network design for Baltic State Technical University. It was my project, and this project was realized in 2000. From 2001 I work in Poland. In Poland my scientific operations execute in the direction computer-aided design of wireless local area net. I have 3 directions of scientific work. The first, generation of topology, second, the analysis of quality, and the third, parametrical optimization of wireless local area nets. Among the methods of protecting information in local area net are the methods of cryptography and steganography. In the cryptographic security of information can easily be seen that the message was encrypted. In the steganographic security of information must hide the fact that we have the transfer of classified information. Steganography is the art and science of writing hidden messages in such a way that no one apart from the sender and intended recipient suspends the existence of message. The Greek word steganos meaning covered or protected, and graphe meaning writing. In this slide we can see the three images. The first image. Ship is a photo of very good quality, which has 24 bits. The second image. Ship plus Alice. Alice is a photo of bad quality, which has only 2 bits, but the photo of Alice is invisible. And the third image, ship plus Alice minus ship, and we have only Alice, and Alice is visible. As Alice is usually used the secret text. I have more than 10 publications related to design of new algorithm steganography based on 2D Fourier transform in collaboration with PhD Larisa Dobriakova. This is my main problem in computers-aided design of networks. The most difficult problem is the study and modernization of network protocols. WAP, Wireless Application Protocol, GPRS, abbreviation for General Packet Radio Service, Enhanced GPRS, UMTS, abbreviation for Universal Mobile Telecommunication System, LTE, abbreviation for Long-Term Evolution, Wi-Fi, Wireless Fidelity, WiMAX, abbreviation for Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access, Vibro, abbreviation for Wireless Broadcasting. Very important meaning for Maritime Academy is the development of MANET and VANET designing. MANET is abbreviation for Mobile Ad Hoc Networks, and VANET is abbreviation for Vehicle Ad Hoc Networks. The word MANET is abbreviation not only for mobile ad hoc networks, but also for military ad hoc networks, for metropolitan ad hoc networks, and maritime ad hoc networks. This is an example for WiMAX telecommunications. An uninstructed network, on the other hand, it's more like a messy one. It has no rules, no working policies. Anyone can add or remove or change whatever that one want. A good example of these is peer-to-peer network like Skype. Even the designers of these peer-to-peer networks have no control on the network topology. That's uninstructed networks for you. And this is the last slide, how we can organize the maritime sensor networks. The cycles on this slide represent the connectivity zones of the individual sensors. And at the end of this presentation, I can say a few words about my didactics. It's my third book, The Number System in Polish. The book was published in the United States and sold in paper covers and as an electronic book. In this book I tried to find certain so-called the golden mean between mathematical representation of arithmetic, creating serious obstacles as a student of engineering specialties, but they usually simplified look at the presentation of arithmetical operations algorithm. Of all, I have more than 160 publications, including 3 books and 28 invention patents. Thank you very much for your attention.
Anioły są takie ciche, zwłaszcza te w Bieszczadach. Gdy spotkasz takiego w górach, wiele z nim nie pogadasz. Najwyżej na ucho ci powie, gdy będzie w dobrym humorze, że skrzydła nosi w plecaku.